Bangkok. Today we're gonna go on a tour of the Grand Palace and a few temples. See you soon. The Grand Palace is the most important temple in Thailand, but is the only one where monks are not allowed to live there. The Grand Palace was originally made of wood and was surrounded by a simple wooden fence, as the king lacked funds and building material at the time. Over time, the wooden structures were replaced by blocks of stone, obtained from abandoned buildings in Ayutthaya, the old capital. This is the Siratana Chedi, or Golden Stupa, which is said to contain a relic, the hair or bone of the enlightened Buddha. There are 6 pairs of demon guardians that are said to protect against evil spirits. Most of the statues point towards the chapel of the Emerald Buddha, which is the most important part of the Grand Palace. The Grand Palace is approximately 240 years old and was built by King Rama I in 1782. We are now up to King Rama X. The king's official residence is still the palace, but the king was overseas in Germany at the time of my visit. So I got a tour from Airbnb Experiences, which I highly recommend. So have a look on Airbnb Experiences if you want to find local tours in any area of the world. If you go up the stairs on the left side, you will find the temple containing the Emerald Buddha. These 3 pictures show the Buddha in the 3 seasons. He was wearing the winter robes on the right hand side when I was there. I went inside, but you are not allowed to film it. The statue of the Emerald Buddha is just 66 centimeters tall and is made of jade and dressed in gold. The king is the only person allowed to change the robes of the Buddha, and he does it 3 times a year to commemorate the 3 seasons. The Emerald Buddha originated in India and traveled to Bangkok via Sri Lanka, Burma and Chiang Rai over the centuries. days, the inner court at the Grand Palace was like a small city. It was where the king's royal partners and daughters lived and was entirely occupied by women and boys under the age of puberty. The inner court was governed by a series of laws known as the palace laws. It mostly dealt with the status of the women, their behavior and conduct. Order and discipline were enforced by all female guards. The children would live with their mothers and go to special schools within the court. Although the women that lived in the inner court never had the same level of freedom as those on the outside, life inside was relatively easy, and the women and wives had everything that they needed. You can decide for yourself whether this trade off was beneficial for the women. Included in the price of the entrance ticket, 500 baht, was a cultural show. So a free bus will take you to the cultural show. Enjoy the next 2 minutes because the dancing and music is incredible.